Calaroga Shark Media.
Hey there, I'm Johnny Mac with 5 good news stories. A discovery in the Netherlands may have solved one of history's more romantic mysteries. Human remains were found beneath a church. They are believed to belong to Charles de Batz de Castelmore. You may know him as D'Artagnan. That's right, one of the 3 musketeers. D'Artagnan served King Louis XIV and was killed in 1673, but for more than 350 years, no confirmed burial site had ever been found. The skeleton was found beneath the St. Peter and Paul Church. The deacon was curious about what was under a section of some damaged floor tiles after spotting what appeared to be a hidden wall. The deacon started to investigate. He called in an archaeologist. Soon, they found human remains. The deacon told the BBC, "We became quite silent when we found the first bone. He was buried on sacred ground below where the altar was. We found the bullet that put an end to his life, and we found a coin from 1660 in his grave, and it was from the bishop who attended Mass for the Roi Soleil." A spokesperson said whether these skeletal remains can actually be attributed to the musketeer D'Artagnan must be determined by the DNA research currently being conducted in Munich. D'Artagnan was a real historical figure. He was captain of the Musketeers of the Guard, a close ally of the king, and a man who died in battle long before fiction transformed him into a legend. If you like to travel, you might be interested in this new hotel in Japan. Guests are greeted not by a clerk, but by a robot. And not just a robot dinosaur, and the robot dinosaur speaks multiple languages. I'm intrigued. A social media influencer said, "Booked this stay not knowing I'd be checked in by dinosaurs, and low-key, I was terrified. It was 8 p.m., I was exhausted after a flight, and I had to walk from the train station in pitch dark to get here. Then these prehistoric receptionists welcomed me, and I was like, whoa." But Anna Lynn, the social media influencer, says, "But real talk, they were somehow more polite than the humans I know. The check-in was smooth, and this place is super clean and quirky in the best way." The Henn Resort and Spa Kansai Airport offers ocean views, themed rooms including ninja and pirate designs, and facilities such as indoor and open-air baths, a mineral mist sauna, and a dry sauna. The restaurant is under the supervision of a Michelin one-star chef. Nice job by some termites in Brazil. They've spent thousands of years building something so big it can be seen from space. The termites create earthen mounds known as marundas. Researchers estimate there may be as many as 200 million of the mounds, some standing around 7 feet tall and stretching 30 feet across. Scientists now think the mounds are not actually homes. They function more like waste dumps for a huge underground network of termite tunnels and colonies spread across the landscape. The soil in that part of Brazil is dry and poor for farming. That's helped preserve the structures for centuries. Some might be 4,000 years old. The true scale of the mounds became clear once satellite imagery revealed just how enormous and uniform the pattern was from above. Stephen Martin is with the University of Salford, and he said, "I looked on Google Earth and realized they're everywhere in this area, but I could find nothing about them online. It's like as if all the supermarkets were open for one day a year." See, the termites have an annual feeding day. The person with the fastest car would get the most food. You need a network of roads to get to the supermarket as quickly as you can because you're in open competition with other colonies. Why only once a year? They don't know. Mr. Martin said, "We don't know of any termite species that hibernate, but maybe they do." If you're in England, keep an eye out for a capybara named Samba. Samba escaped from the Marwell Zoo shortly after arriving at said zoo. Samba is a 9-month-old capybara. It had just been transferred from Jimmy's Farm and Wildlife Park. A second capybara, Tango, also got out, but Tango was recovered. Samba still among the missing. Claudie was walking her dog and told the BBC, "I thought it was a deer. You don't usually see a capybara on your walks." That was the last known sighting at the time of this recording. Zoo staff have been trying to locate Samba using thermal drones. Laura Reed is the chief executive officer of Marwell Wildlife and said the capybara is the size of a small to medium dog, not as big as a spaniel, light brown, but not fully grown. She's only 9 months old. "We strongly advise approaching Samba or disturbing any area she may be hiding in to prevent causing her stress. Under no circumstances should a member of the public try to recapture Samba by themselves." And have you burned your socks? Well, that's what they do in Annapolis. It's an annual festival which draws hundreds of people. This started back in 1977 during one of the coldest seasons they had. The bay froze over and a local sailor got so fed up with the cold weather, he decided he was going to take his socks off and burn them. Bob Turner is credited with starting the tradition. According to Baltimore Magazine, Turner found 2 things unbearable: winter and wearing socks. He said, "I'm not putting them on again until next winter." Others say the annual festival is really just an excuse to drink, but build it around sock burning and bring out the old and ringing in the new, and you've got a good party. Sounds like fun, and those are your 5 good news stories for today. Have a good day.